Good morning. This bed is absolutely incredible. I never desire to leave. Also, it gives Hoka a pretty good place to look outside. So, I don't know what's better, laying in this bed or just looking into the bathroom and just seeing this beautiful light and just gorgeous space. Well, it has been a slow morning here. We kind of decided we're not really going to leave until noon, so Greta's been working on some stuff. I've been working on trying to figure out where to go for a few different places. But now, Greta's going to head outside, chill on the patio for a little bit. Luca has gone back into bed because where else would she be? But yeah, just kind of relaxing. I feel like for the first time in our trip, we're relaxing. Okay, so we're about to head outside. I'm gonna take some of this white cherry gelato from the Backpack Boys, which I've since found out is a California brand. However, bought it in New Mexico, saw it multiple times in New Mexico. So I'm assuming like cookies, they're just licensed in multiple states. However, this is probably like the best weed that I bought in New Mexico. It was softer than the rest, a little bit sticky, like truly nice flavor in it. Like it tastes like a white cherry slushy. Something about that fruity forward just comes across real well, especially when vaporizing it. So at the moment, I'm packing up the little dosing capsules. These are little metal chambers that you fill. So little metal chamber that you fill up with just your ground up plant material, and then you drop it into your vaporizer, depending on what vaporizer it is. This is the HR Rogue. It's a few generations old at this point, but still works super well. And to be able to just like grab a couple of capsules and 1, 2, 3. Sorry, it's 3 clicks. It's a little bit different. I don't use this one as much as I use the other stuff. Honestly, I use like the IO Hornet so much more than this. But since we're here, we're going outside and I don't want to be smoking. This gives me the ability to be on the move and still get some like super solid dry herb hits. But now I gotta find my books. Okay, we're not gonna do books. I got the 2 like newspapers from the national parks that we've been to. So one's for Lassen and the other is for, I don't even remember, what is the other one for?
Where did we go?
Can you do it before I can? Canyonlands.
No, I can't.
Ooh, it's a little wet there.
If you just like, it dries in like a second. Yeah, you're also not gonna like the sun being in your eyes.
Yeah, that's not the bestest, but it'll be okay. So yeah, there's this little deck here, and then got a nice yard to hang out in. Hoka really doesn't leave the deck or the area surrounding the house.
She did this morning.
She did?
She ran all the way over there, and then she hid behind the building over there, so I had to go follow her.
You being silly? She just sticks by my side when we're out here. Where are you going? Okay, well, outfit has changed. Honestly, the sweater's a little bit much today. It is kind of like in the shade, it feels good, but out in the sun, it's really nice. I left my newspapers back on the patio. So Greta and I are pretty much all ready to go into bed. We're getting, is someone getting a little treat?
Are you ready?
Yeah, I just need to grab my things. So even though there's a little bit of off-roading here at the beginning, we're gonna take the chili today, mostly because it's a little bit of a longer drive. We do better on gas mileage in this car. And once we get into Bend, it'll be nice for parking. The tiny car parks real easily. But gotta get the gate open so that way, sorry. So that way we can get out. Otherwise, little Hokey might get out.
Well, we drove out this way last night, but we definitely did not see that really pretty mountain there.
Not at all. Today we have come to Fire in Bend, Oregon.
It is, exactly. Most people are like, why is it?
Sometimes things just get close dated. And oh, we're on reheat. Cherry pie on the first hit, but I don't know, reheated materials kind of taste like the first name. Good. What'd you find?
Well, found this onesie. Come on. It's very soft.
Looks nice. So weird. Some little memorabilia setup. That is some sick denim work.
So, since we just came out of Blockbuster, I was just sharing with Logan that some of my fond memories of going to Blockbuster was when my two best friends growing up it was sisters, and my sister and I would all have sleepover, and we were all excited, and so my parents would take us to Blockbuster so we can pick out what movie we wanted to watch for our sleepover, and I would always ask for some boxed candy. Sometimes they let us get it, sometimes I didn't. So today I let myself get some boxed candy because I'm an adult.
And I remember going to Blockbuster, but like, I don't know, I didn't have friends maybe, or no, like, I remember going to Blockbuster to get movies and stuff, but like, do you have any stories? Comment them down below. Let us know, because it's an interesting place that
Nostalgia.
Yeah, nostalgia, weird thing. Oh no, Greta, how did we end up right in front of the snowboarding and skateboard shop? And of course, we found a bookstore to go into. I'm looking at some Dungeons and Dragons books, as well as all their manga. The other side's all comic books.
You can kind of go with.
Oh, what? Another bookstore? So Greta is now leading us to a brewery. So we're gonna go to Bend Brewery. What?
Where's your tiki place?
My tiki place is in the Old Mill area. And we have made it to Bend Brewing Company. So we have come to Bend Brewing Company, and Greta got the...
It's called the Ching Ching Sour Ale. It has hibiscus.
Yeah, and it looks pretty good. So I ended up going with a flight. And so like normally when you do a flight, there's 4. However, we got 6. Also, this is like, this is metal. This is laser cut, welded metal. This thing is so heavy. This is a lot of beer. Last one here is the Desert Sky IPA. I'm not a huge IPA person, but very smooth for an IPA though. This is too important. I had to stop posting on Instagram.
I'm pumped.
Those look incredible. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we've been doing work on these guys. I've finished most of it.
You've been doing work on those guys.
Yeah.
Too.
So we're just down to the Built to Chill and the Desert Sky IPA, mostly because I don't want to drink the IPA. The Desert Chill has won by far. Which one was it? Trade War. Kind of tasted like an ashtray. It was a little bit of a porter ale, or not a porter,
Stout.
Stout. Correct. Not the greatest. Mosaic Mega, Greta's favorite smell. However, not her favorite taste. It was a little off. Tasted the most like a normal beer. Tasted like what you would expect an ale to.
That's the one I like.
Delicious Pilsner. And it's an IPA. I think I should have gone for the other one just because of like the pineapple-y bits to it.
I'm gonna be honest, I only picked it because we were coming from the desert.
It's not bad. It's just
Not good.
I don't know. I'm just not a
I
huge.
like it.
I'm not a huge IPA person. We did think that Greta it might be a little bit more of an IPA person, especially if we stay in like the fruitier family with it. Because it starts to lean a little bit more towards that sour that Greta likes. Definitely sour. Tasty-ish. So we have now come to the Mountain Supply. Just an outdoor store, but curious to see what Bend has. So we have come to Deschutes Brewing Company, and I don't know if that's how it's said. It might be Deschutes, it might be Deschutes, it might be Deschutes. However, I think that's what we're gonna find out on this tour. But we're gonna do a little brewery tour. We'll get to taste some of their beer, hopefully.
Yes.
Because, well, I've had their beer before, but I honestly did not know where they were from. That's a bike fixing station they have outside of their brewery. So yeah, we're gonna head in here. I have to pee really bad. So hopefully we can find one of those. So we're starting out our tour with the Blackview Porter. Very smooth. Okay, one beer down, waiting for our tour beer, which, that's right, we do get a tour beer to carry with us while we walk around on this tour. We're actually going with the same. We're going with the Patagonia. It's the most mild. It's kind of just, it'll be a nice walking around beer.
All right, sweet. Everyone's. This is our one fresh squeeze. The ones that look very close to it are red cherry right here, and our Patagonia. You can grab your get out here. Actually, still make a lot of really good beer down there. If you want an amino group combined, they lose a water molecule from all that heat. Our harvest is a single time a year. It's going to fall sometime between late summer and early fall, depending on where the hops are being grown, what type of flavor profile you're getting in terms of ripeness and development, what our climatic.
So you can see the like yellow in the center. This is a hop. This is an individual hop. So you can see a little bit of it on my finger there. But it's very similar to the trichomes that exist on a racing.
I'm big hours where we're not open in the tasting room. You need to get your shifty somewhere because the next shift that's starting right about now, it goes from 6 now till 6 in the morning. Boneyard is known for really good hoppy stuff. Hop venom is and heads up, that one might be hard to pour. Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't.
Communicate.
I'll draw our attention to all hops in our storage cooler here. We do have production space past this line, so the smells are free, but please do not enter the door.
So this is actually a Portland exclusive.
For me, it was about 3 days, a little bit more to get these tanks here. Basically, we had a police escort. We were doing small sections of Highway 97 that they were closing down and schedule set up.
So this is actually a partnership with Patagonia.
We also taste roughly 30-day-old. It's different on how they taste. And again, just because.
So we got some example beers and their lab.
So just because.
Another sample?
It'll say whenever we have an event coming up. Okay.
That one's good.
All right. We have a depalletizer, basically a robot that unpacks all of our bottles. Eventually they reach our rinser down here with the stainless. Easily enough, we're gonna make it fills with no foam at all. But then we want right back. We didn't can anything until 2018. It's our pineapple whip version right now. And it's headed off that way to get pasteurized and coming on back. All right.
So these are all of their Jubilee labels. Okay, so now we're trying the King Crispy.
So this is the third of the butterfly series.
What are you?
Okay. Dry confit margarita.
The margarita, nice. And ooh, this is the maple morning. It has mushrooms in it.
And then that one we just came out with this summer.
It's really mapley. Bye, cutie. Okay, well, you may be thinking, Logan, you're back at a grocery outlet bargain market. Well, you'd be right. I'm looking for seltzers, which, oh, Buckley. However, I am quite cold right now. Greta put on her jacket. I am shivering here.
Nighttime. It's cold at nighttime.
It's real cold at nighttime. I'm wearing a short sleeve shirt. Greta, can I get the peanut butter and chocolate flavored spread? Okay, well, we are back home. It looks like the dishwasher, that's right, we got a dishwasher again. Dishwasher is done. Hoka is now finally eating her food. She had not eaten any by the time that we came home. And, oh, it is just time to relax. Drank a lot of beer today. Ready to, I don't know, just sit back, relax. Honestly, maybe dab a little bit of hash. I didn't even get the flour and the concentrate out of the car. What is this? Well, that's not very helpful. If I leave the stuff out in the car, then we can't really sample it much. Oh. Get back in here and, oh, well, that's important. And where do we think the bag went? The bag's not hiding. Okay, wait a second. Okay, so I got the 8th. However, not sure where the hash is because I tucked that down. Did they get separated? Oh yeah, they got separated. Okay. And with that, we got our 8th, we got our gram. Let's head back in. Yeah, no, oh, back to the warmth. I forgot my stuff outside. So we are now watching another episode of The Librarians, chilling for the evening. We made some French fries as our snack tonight. I already ate the tater tots that were left over from the brewery, so now time to refresh some literature. Okay, well, it is later. We have finished our episode, and before I was able to get Hoka's harness off, someone jumped into bed. So she's ready though. She's ready to go to bed. So good night. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you liked it, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you have a comment, leave that down below. And you can always hit that little subscribe button over there. There'll be a notification bell that pops up next to it. That way you're notified every time a new video comes out. Also, there will pop up a thing here that you could subscribe that way, and YouTube will suggest 2 videos that they think you'd like. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and we'll see you in the next one.